Welcome back, everybody. You're watching the Fort Walton Beach Chamber Business Forum here on Cox Channel 6. I am excited to have my good friend and my chair-elect for the Chamber Board of Directors, Mr. Ron Grissom. Ron, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for having me today. Appreciate it.
I've got to admit, we had somebody else, one of our annual sponsors, coming on the show. They couldn't show up. Ron was here, so this works out good. I wanted Ron to be on the show anyway, so I'm just revealing all the truth.
A little impromptu interview.
At least everybody will know it hadn't been rehearsed.
That's right, and probably uncalled for too.
As I mentioned, I asked Ron Grissom to be my chair-elect some 6 or 7 months ago. He graciously agreed. I'm looking forward to working with Ron. He's going to do a great job at the Chamber. We've actually been working together now for about 3 years on Chamber issues and on the board and executive committee of the Chamber. We'll get to that in a minute. Ron is a customer service supervisor at Gulf Power. I think he wears many hats at Gulf Power, and I'd like for you to tell our viewers a little bit about Gulf Power and what you do at Gulf Power quickly.
Thanks, Mark. I'm with Gulf Power Company, as Mark mentioned. Been there for many years now. Been in Fort Walton Beach for 22 in the office down on Hollywood, and I'm responsible not only for the customer service side of the business, the cashiers and the CSRs and the field reps, but also have a lot of responsibility in the community. And that's one thing that brought me to the Chamber. Was part of my job is to represent Gulf Power Company with the community, with the Chamber, with the Rotary Club, with a lot of other organizations that I'm involved in. So it's been a great ride. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to continue to enjoy it at least another year when I'm chairman, and probably after that too, because this is quite a commitment when you step up and decide that you want to be on the board, and then decide that you want to be on. I was selected to be on the executive committee by Lisa Jo Spencer when she was chairman, and like you said, you asked me to be chairman for next year, and I talked to my wife about that, talked to my employer about that, because it is a time commitment, but I was glad they were both supportive of me, and I'm glad to be here. It's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of great people.
We have, and it's also rewarding what some of the stuff we get done for our community. I think that's the best part about it.
Absolutely.
But you're absolutely right. It's rewarding, it's fun, but it is a commitment. It's you might as well mark 4 years off your calendar.
That's exactly right. And then the two guys you had before me, RJ and David, they do a great job for the Chamber. RJ does all of our First Friday coffees. There's no other chamber around here that films their First Friday coffees, and,
nope.
And David's catered that event for 300 people every month, and it's always good food. I always look forward to coming and enjoying his breakfast and having dinner over at his place as well. You made me hungry too.
That's probably why we get over 300 people every month at First Friday
Absolutely.
Coffee. Also, Ron, let's you wear a couple of hats, but you and your wife Pam, sweet lady, you also own Shady Lane Kennels down on Shady Lane off of Beale Parkway, right up here on North Beale Parkway. Tell us a little bit about Shady Lane.
That's correct. We've had Shady Lane now for about 10 years. I can tell you, I'm only qualified to do a few things down there. Pam runs it and does a great job. She's very compassionate with the animals. She has a background in veterinary medicine. Did that for many years until she decided she wanted to get into the boarding and grooming business. So that's on Shady Lane. It's 700 Shady Lane, right on the corner of Duloff and Shady Lane. And if you're a Chamber member, we're member discount providers, and you get a nice discount for being Chamber members. We also do active military discounts. So give us a call at 862-7432. And they'll be able to take care of your needs.
And you can get your dogs groomed there, bathed there, you'll board them there.
Absolutely.
All that good stuff.
Boarding, grooming, bathing. Bathing's all part of the boarding. When your dog goes out, he's clean, he's been brushed out, he's been bathed, and he's ready to go home.
I sent Pam a customer down there last week that they weren't real happy with their previous grooming job they had received, and I told them to go down and see y'all, and I saw them a couple days ago, and they said they did just an excellent job.
Michael does a great job. He's our groomer, and he does a great job with all the animals. We get a lot of reviews like that from people who have come to us one thing that she will not do, she will not warehouse animals. There are some folks who just stack them in there like core wood, and we just don't do that. We take care of them individually.
Okay, let's talk. We've got a couple minutes here left in this segment. Let's talk a little bit about the chamber, and I don't know if you can reveal anything yet, but I was asked about this time last year by Martin Owen. Have you got your year? I know from experience you're plotting it out. I know that. Yes, you don't have a choice. But are you getting it lined up? How are you feeling about next year?
Pretty much, Mark. I've already spoken with someone who I think will be the chairman-elect in my year.
That's first
number
thing
one.
You need to do.
Absolutely, yeah. Number one. And I've talked to several other folks who are interested in some coming back on the board from previous years. Most of that I think will start probably after Bowlegs. Bowlegs is a big event coming up. Takes a lot of my time and your time, I know.
That seems to be where the line is.
Yeah,
after Bowlegs is when you shift gears then.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's coming up, and the first weekend in June really starts on Thursday night on what is that, May 30th?
May 30th. Yeah.
With the Torchlight Parade and the pub crawl downtown. And then Friday is another big day. Billy will attempt to take over the city once again. I feel confident that he will, Saturday afternoon, he'll probably do that again. The mayor just seems not to have the
it's
ability
the wise bet.
Yeah, I think I would put my money on that. But it's a big event for the chamber. It takes a lot of folks to run that. A lot of volunteers. The staff can't do it all by themselves. The chamber members and volunteers throughout the community help put that on, really put it on.
Sure.
And so if anybody's interested in being a volunteer for Bowlegs, just call the chamber, and we've got a long schedule of events, things you can do, everything from helping with the vendors to directing traffic, to help with parking, picking up trash, well, you name it. We've got a slot for you.
We can find something for you to do.
We can find something for you to do.
And folks, he's serious about that. It takes 250 volunteers to put on the biggest event in the Fort Walton Beach area every year. That's a Billy Bowlegs Pirate Festival, and we always need volunteers. So if you want to have a lot of fun, call the chamber, get on the volunteer list, and normally you just work a couple hour shift if you want. I mean, it's not like you work all weekend.
A couple hours is all we need from you.
Yeah, we got fireworks down there on Friday night, and of course the big invasion on Saturday. You got live entertainment all weekend. It's going to be a blast like it always is.
It's one of the biggest events in the state of Florida for tourists is concerned.
Without a doubt. So you're feeling okay about next year? You're getting some people lined up. I know you're getting phone calls. People are emailing you. It's amazing how many people want to volunteer for the Chamber of Commerce. And
being on the chamber, being a part of the chamber, and was part of what my business goals have always been, to be part of the Chamber of Commerce, and to be on the board, and to be on the executive committee, and now chairman-elect. That's just icing on the cake, if I can steal something from David. You know, it's just something that's just a little extra.
There you go. Well, Ron, I appreciate everything you do. It's been just a pure pleasure working with you this year, and I can't wait to work with you next year.
Looking forward to it.
But thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing your time with us today here on the Fort Walton Beach Chamber Business Forum on Cox Channel 6.